I wasn't supposed to be going to Gilwell 24 this year, but everybody was talking about it at Explorers. They're getting excited about it. My pond girls are going, and Lottie's going for the first time, and I wanted to see how she did. And there's been a bit of a change of plan in that one of the Explorers isn't going after all, so there's at least one spare seat on the bus. So now I'm going to Gilwell 24 after all! But if you're not a British Explorer Scout or an Explorer Scout leader, you probably don't know what Gilwell 24 is. So I'm gonna try and explain it a bit to you. Start off with a bit of a history lesson. Gilwell Park is the UK Scout headquarters. It's just outside London, just inside the M25, and it was the first official dedicated Scout camp. Not the first place that was a Scout camp, that was Brancy Island in Poole. So, onto the actual event. Gilwell 24's a 24-hour Scout camp for Explorer Scouts who are aged 14 to 18. To think about that then, and I'm an Explorer Scout leader, I should know. There's activities running for the entire 24 hours, all the way through the night, and the point is to try and stay awake as long as you can. It's harder than it sounds. If you've ever pulled an all-nighter, you probably think it's easy staying awake for 24 hours, but your all-nighters are in a nice, warm, heated building, not outside in the cold and the rain. And when it gets to 3 o'clock in the morning, and most of the activities have stopped, but there's still films and discos and stuff going on. But you're mostly outside, and it's cold, and it's wet. All your friends have gone to bed, and it's still hours away from sunrise. The only thing you can think about is going and curling up in your nice warm sleeping bag. Just gonna find my t-shirt. Don't know where I put them. But there's last year's. Oh wait, that one's last. Nope, that sure is. I'm just gonna turn this off for a minute while I find my t-shirt. Every year at Gilwell, they do a different colour t-shirt. So there's always bets on what colour t-shirt is gonna be. This one is from my first. This one's 2011. It was purple with yellow writing. 2012 was green with yellow writing. I didn't do 2013 or 2014, but they were pink and orange with black writing. I don't know which way around. Last year they had a little addition on the back. Kind of cheating though, because 99% of people don't survive Gilwell. So we're running out of colours now. We've had pink, orange, blue, green, purple. There was a black one a few years ago. I don't know, I reckon maybe yellow this year? Just to complete the rainbow? Or a dark blue one, maybe a dark blue one. The park itself, Gilwell Park, is pretty big. If you're one of the unlucky few that comes the morning of the event and not the night before like we do, then you're probably going to end up like camping 1/4 mile from the nearest activity. But honestly, you're not going to spend much time at the camp anyway. The point is to try and stay away from the sleep. Don't sleep, whatever you do. So it doesn't make any difference really. All around the site there's different activities. There's permanent ones, they've got high ropes course, they've got climbing, apparently a zip line somewhere but I've never seen it. There's a big massive swing, like it's huge. They strap you in a harness, pull you really high up and then let you go. The kids tried getting me to go on it in my first year, so maybe I will go on the 3G swing this year. There's no Josh to go on it with me though, he's not going, he's working. As well as all the permanent stuff, there's also like craft stuff, there's a tent full of computer games, there's photo booths, TARDIS photo booths, obviously that makes me very happy. Quad bikes and inflatables, and then real late at night when the disco started and everybody's coming back from going and getting tea from wherever they went to go and get tea, the staff usually do face painting. There's like a mile-long queue because everybody wants their face painted, and this is when you see loads of the girls walking around with like festival-style patterns and stuff on their face. I'm sure I can find a picture of what I had done last year. I tend to just have little stuff done because when I was little, I was allergic to face paint. Don't know whether I still am, probably not. The actual event starts at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. It runs all the way through until 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. But obviously you've got to get up and get ready and have breakfast and everything before that. And then you've got to pack all your tents and stuff away after that. So in the end, you are awake longer than 24 hours. It gets difficult when you get to like 5 o'clock in the morning and you've already been awake 24 hours but the sun hasn't even come up yet. Last year I woke up at like just before 6 and I didn't go to sleep until just before 11 the next day as we were leaving the site. I didn't manage to crash like before we even got off Gilwell Park. Apparently the boys were singing really loudly and I still slept. So I was awake from 6 to 11, which means I was awake something like about 29 hours? I was awake a long time, but even that does not beat the first time I went to Gilwell, where I didn't sleep the night before. I'd been awake since like 10 on the Friday morning. Did not sleep all that day. Did not sleep all that night. And then went through Gilwell. And the reason I crashed at 5 o'clock in the morning on Gilwell is because I'd already been awake like 45 hours. So technically I did do 24 hours, just not the right 24 hours. If you do manage to make it the whole 24 hours, you get the honour of being among the few that have done it, and you get the bragging rights afterwards to be able to say you have. So you can brag all the way home if you can stay awake that long. You probably won't. My camera is dying, so I'm just going to give you a quick run through of how the hell you survive Gilwell if my camera doesn't die before I do it. Basically, take sun cream, warm clothes for the night, drink lots of water, drink lots of hot drinks at night, and wrap yourself up in a blanket and try not to go to bed. So good luck to everybody who is taking part this year, and I'll sign off here and leave you with a few pictures from my previous attempts. Let's see if I can do it again this year. Probably not. I've done it once, that's enough.